in the developing nations like Kenya face many challenges. These challenges include a lack of clean water for domestic use, poor sanitation, inadequate health services, and poor access to education, not forgetting hunger and poverty that aggravate the situation. Simply put, the biggest challenge is lack of access to general basic needs. The government's economic blueprint, known as Vision 2030, is a key driver for transforming the lives of Kenyans. It offers a window of opportunity for the country to collaborate with development partners to eradicate poverty. Vision 2030's economic, social and political pillars respond to the pillars of the new Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, namely economic development, social equity and environmental protection. The implementation of SDGs requires a bottom-up approach. Communities meaningfully participate in the identifying, implementing, monitoring and sustaining development activities. Kenya has already adopted this approach in the implementation of development projects funded by the European Commission through Community Development Trust Fund, which was established in 1996.
There was a program which was rolled out between the government of Kenya and the EU that was supposed to be rolled through the district development committees. This program, after its implementation for 10 years, the donor, who was the European Union and the government of Kenya, did an evaluation. And it was found that the impact was very minimal, and that's how CDTF was formed.
The need to seek more funding from other donors arose. The Danish International Development Agency, DANIDA, came on board. The establishment of Community Development Trust Fund was aimed at devolving development and to ensure that funding went directly to the communities at the grassroots.
The EU has over the years supported the Kenyan people in various sectors, including in environment, health, infrastructure, good governance, community development, business, agriculture, and conservation of natural resources.
CDTF to date has implemented over 1,000 projects across the 47 counties. This has been and continues to be possible through three main pillars: proven methodologies, public participation, and capacity building. The community participation is through skilled and unskilled labor, as well as material and cash contribution.
We employ what we call community contracting approach. Once the community have made an application to CDTF, we move and see what exactly they mean. From identification, we go through proposal, budgeting, and then we launch the project. Thereafter, once we agree on funding, then we sign what we call grant contract with the communities. And the community, through that document, will agree on the funding and the areas that needs to be done, the activities that needs to be done.
Various communities in Kenya have benefited from a number of projects technically supported by the Community Development Trust Fund, with funding from the European Union and Danish International Development Agency. CDTF's support towards the mitigation of human-wildlife conflict through the 8.2-kilometer standard force trans solar electric fence along the Marmanet-Romoruti forest line has benefited communities in Laikipia County.
Sikuwa naweza kupata usingizi. Nikisikia tu ndovu ikifunja huko msituni, mimi naamuka. Naanza kusimama, nisikie inatokea wapi, ndiposa nirushe mawe, lakini singeweza. Lakini kwa jinsi umetusaidia, mimi nikiwa mama nimeshukuru sana.
The recognition that agriculture remains Kenya's economic mainstay has seen this innovative institution use donor funding more effectively by empowering communities appreciate agriculture through irrigation. This is the story of success in Kajiado County.
Mashamba yamepanuliwa, yameongezewa na maji imetufikia kwa njia nzuri na njia ambayo imetubariki. Tumekuwa na ukulima wa hali ya juu. Tumekuwa tunalima mahindi, maharagwe, spinach, sukuma, cabbage, vitunguu, nyanya na aina nyingi za mimea.
In Baringo, CDTF has turned a sad story into a happy one. A plant that was once poison to man and livestock now has value. CDTF and a valuable partner made this possible.
Post office, the plant was a problem. and we are now able to harvest and sell it. We have harvested and sold to a tune of 30 million shillings in a span of about 3-4 months.
Ecotourism as a byproduct of prudent natural resource management clearly stands out in Kilifi. The impact of CDTF projects has been felt further in the area of renewable energy. The Kenya Environment Act stipulates that all institutions must adopt energy-efficient devices in cooking, lighting and water heating. The need to realize this objective has enabled communities to reap the fruits, energy efficiency by communities as well as institutions.
Nashukuru watu wa CDTF kutuletea haya majiko. Haya majiko hayana gharama, kuni zake ni 3 tu. Lakini hayo majiko ya mbeleni ilikuwa watumia kwa kuni nyingi kweli kweli. Upike, ukiondoka hapo sufuria haifai na moshi iwe mwenyewe jasho, lakini hapa moto unapanda moja kwa moja, hauendi huku hauendi huku.
Kisauni Polytechnic in Mombasa County has injected a new lease of life not only to the students but the community too.
Kabla hatujawekewa sola, tumekuwa na matatizo ya kulipa bill. Huo wakati wa nyuma tulikuwa tunalipa bili kuanzia pengine 30,000 hadi 50. Sasa hii kutokea sola tulipowekewa tunalipa bili pengine 4,000. Kwa hivyo 80% sola kutokea iwekwe, tumeondoa hiyo shida.
The provision of quality educational infrastructure though is a major challenge. This is aggravated by the swelling numbers of learners yearning for a bright future. CDTF has responded to this need.
We used to do the experiments outside the classroom, but nowadays we have the lab. Even despite the environmental conditions, we are able to continue with our practicals.
The success in providing quality education can easily be eroded away by poor health. Addressing health needs of communities is a priority for CDTF and its partners.
There was need for starting this maternity because mothers have been there were a lot of mothers delivering at home. You know, it will reduce maternal mortality rate.
However, to access these facilities, there is a need for reliable economic infrastructure, which apart from making health facilities accessible, also enables the flourishing of economic activities through reliable roads and other infrastructure.
Wakati ambapo hii barabara haikuwa imetengenezwa, tunatatizika sana wakati wa mvua. At the moment sasa tukikuja huko wakati wa mvua tunaingia kwa mashamba kwa haraka, tunatoka kwa haraka.
Globally, sustainable natural resource management is important for a healthy economy. In an effort to achieve this, the Kenya government is supporting afforestation efforts with the aim of achieving a 10% forest cover from the current 7%. CDTF has partnered with Kenya Forest Service in a massive afforestation effort in Nakuru County. In Kilifi, the mangrove forests have been rehabilitated. These efforts have yielded more benefits to communities, which include nature-based enterprises, including beekeeping, crab farming in Kwale, ecotourism in Kilifi and Samburu, fishing in Kwale, water bottling in Mombasa and Kiambu.
We don't just support the environment for the sake of supporting, nor addressing poverty for the purpose of it, but there's a linkage between the two. The environment is the source of livelihood for the people.
These achievements collectively contribute towards the achievement of Kenya's Vision 2030, which aims to transform Kenya into a modern economy. The unique approach to development by CDTF is its proven methodologies.
The experiences that CDTF have been rolling out over the 4 or so phases so far have shown that projects can be implemented in a much cheaper way. For example, the cost of a classroom in CDTF where communities contribute 10%, has been, depending on whether you're in a SAL area or in a high potential area, depending on, has been rated at 500 to 600,000 shillings. If you listen to the budgets that come for the same kind of work elsewhere, sometimes it's twice or even three times. With the 7.5 million, including community contribution, we have managed to do the whole school, including furniture, toilets. Yeah, you are building 1 classroom, 2 classrooms, 3, up to standard 8, with the necessary toilets, water harvesting facilities, furniture, using the same amount. Now, if that is compared to what others have done, you'll find that is even 3 or 4 times more. So the CDTF approach has brought in the element of cost effectiveness.
CDTF has an established presence in communities in all the 47 counties, which enables project implementation teams to understand the needs of the people. Since its inception, CDTF has made remarkable milestones that have improved the living standards and conditions of the communities.
I am delighted to note the achievements that CDTF has made in our socio-economic development through its community-based development model that has made significant impact in the rural livelihoods and development of local communities. I am happy to note that EU and Danida, through the Royal Embassy of Denmark, have been funding CDTF and enabled it to spread development to all counties in the country through its well-tested and refined community contracting approach.
One major challenge in terms of community development is how best to sustain these projects. The ownership of the projects by the beneficiaries is therefore critical. How does CDTF prepare communities for this?
We do capacity building. We tell them, now, for a water project, you need to run it this way. You need to be linked to the Ministry of Water or Department of Water for that matter. The benefits should continue after CDTF pulls out.
The projects under CDTF have now been handed over to the various communities, but this is not the end of the road for CDTF. What is the future of CDTF?
Officially open.
CDTF is being transformed into a public trust in partnership with county governments, utilizing its expertise and knowledge to partner with communities in the implementation of sustainable socio-economic development.
CDTF will not work on its own. It has got to work with the county government and through what we call integrated county development plans. We should be able to say, okay, in health, the Ministry of Health will be able to do this. The county should be able to do the following. CDTF can support in the infrastructure development of the following health facilities and other areas of development in the county.
CDTF will only be able to continue realizing these objectives through collaboration and partnership with communities, county and central governments, donors and other development stakeholders.
Danida will continue working in Kenya, and our vision is to support Kenya's own vision 2030. That is that nobody shall be poor in this country. It shall develop into a middle-income country that is also taking a sustainable development path.
Let me take this unique opportunity to speak on behalf of governors as their chairman. County governments still face a few teething challenges. Key among these is inadequate financial resources to meet the competing needs that the devolved governance structure require. These challenges can, however, be surmounted through partnerships and collaboration with strategic development partners. The long and wide experience of CDTF in promoting inclusive and participatory approach to development and environmental conservation is indeed a virtue that we should embrace in our current governance systems.